Hello, this is solving systems of equations by elimination, easier problems. And this is often called solving systems of equations by adding or subtracting because that is what we end up doing, adding or subtracting these equations. If you have an equation like 4 equals 4 and another one like 3 equals 3, you could add these up and get 7 equals 7. You could also subtract them, and then you'd get 1 equals 1. And we're going to do a similar thing here. And subtraction looks very tempting because if I do 3y, take away 3y, that adds up to 0. Now I recommend you do this very carefully. As a matter of fact, what I do is I multiply one of the equations by -1 and then I add them. Because if you're subtracting, subtracting with signed numbers gets very tricky. So if you just take the time to take one of the equations and multiply by -1, then you can add them. And I've taken the first equation, multiplied by -1. So that changes the sign of each one of the terms. And now I can add them. That's a much easier operation, much less prone to making mistakes. Now I do a 5x and a -4x, and that adds up to x. 3y and -3y add up to 0, and -2 and -2, that adds up to -4. So I get x equals -4. And I have to figure out what y is, of course. So I'll use the first equation, an original equation. I'm going to set it up for substitution for x. So I'm going to write everything but leave an empty set of parentheses for the x. And then I can put my -4 in there. This is -16 plus 3y equals 2. And now I'm going to add 16 to both sides to get 3y equals 18 and y equals 6. So the solution is x equals -4, y equals 6, and as a point that's -4, 6.